Um, the wheel of backlog demands a third spin. I believe this is a third time we're using it. Little peek behind the curtain. I was last like week or so when I knew a spin was gonna have to come up here eventually. I was toying with the idea of adding just a truly awful game to the wheel as like almost like spinning bankrupt in Wheel of Fortune or something, or lose a turn or something. But I couldn't at the time, and I gave up. And I'll revisit it. But I can't think of a game that I that is truly bad. That'd be a punishment for it to land on. That isn't going to be super long, but I'm also totally fine of having to play it if it did land on it. You know, there's like so much criteria that, and it had to be a fun choice too. You know, like there's like a fun bad. Also, if I was to do that, I wouldn't want like multiples of it. It's just gotta be one space. So like, that's like the thing we're constantly trying to avoid, you know. And then I was thinking, okay, maybe not new necessarily, but like I could add just one of those like more punishing games, like streamer baiting games. You know, like I mean, back in the day I played it, but like Getting Over It with Bennett Foddy, those types of games. I guess the most recent one was like that pushing up the boulder up the incline thing, putting something along those lines maybe. But then again, it's not like we're destroying a backlog of games that I technically do want to check out. So I couldn't think of an actual good way of doing it, but I'll maybe revisit the idea. I need some kind of punishment space though. I just don't know how to do it. Alas. Here we go. We got the wheel. I think I added one game to this since the last wheel spin. We have some interesting choices here, some maybe less than interesting choices. I did leave it open. We're just gonna do the wheel, whatever gets spun, but on the off chance that we play like an hour or an hour and a half, and I want to move on to something else potentially, then we'll do that. So there's a chance that we might have a two-parter tonight or today stream. But I also would not be surprised if we just stick with whatever we end up getting. Again, the wheel spins. These are all should be shorter games, either one-offs or, you know, at most about, I think, around 10 hours or so. I think the longest game on here has like an average of like 10 hours to beat, I think, if I did my research correctly. All these games on this list are ones I technically own a copy of on some kind of system or a PC. So at worst, it would just be me having to download the actual game, most likely. I think all of these I would have to go in and download. So we will do the spin. Still haven't added music to spin to, so we'll just listen to my voice and the spinning noise. May your choice you want to see pop up, and if not, tough luck. Until next time. All right, let's spin. Hit me with that spin. What do you want? What do you want to show? Oh, it's so quiet. It's spinning. Spin, 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 spin. Did randomize the spin time again. I always do that. Let's see, it's starting to slow down. Uh. Does it have enough to get to Roller Drome? Oh, I think it did. It can't possibly have enough to get to Fury, does it? Oh, I forgot about the kids screaming. Oh, my bad. Roller Drome. All right. Interesting. Interesting. I had recently unfortunate about Roller Drome because I know when it came out there there was some good critical praise for it, and then I was like, oh, that's definitely a game I want to get to at some point. And then I'm pretty sure whatever team worked on it got dissolved or broken up by the whatever parent company above it did. And then I recently on Twitter, I think, oh, it's like a week or so, I saw someone who was on that original, or the team that made the game, and she was talking about, I forget her name. If I'm bringing it up, I should have remembered her name, but I've seen her before. But she talked about how like it was like an anniversary of the game coming out or something, and she was just saying like, hey, no one who, if you were to buy this game, like no one on the team that worked on this game would be see like a cent of it. So she was like, did the whole, go ahead and pirate the game or whatever. And I just, stuff like that's heartbreaking, but also like, you're like, hell yeah, good point. But also like, damn, you kind of just wish. Like I said, I remember when this game came out. Maybe it was just a year ago. I don't know when it came out officially, but when it came out, I remember it getting quite a bit of praise, and it always looked really cool. So Rollerdrome it is. I do not think this is going to be a one-off stream. I think this is going to be multiple streams, but I don't think it's going to be anything super crazy. Let me download this. All right, I'm prepping the download. I'll go ahead and cut the spin, the wheel spin.